Give me some Ingram. It's the coach. This is NFL football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field, just south of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Ravens, led by the leading rusher amongst quarterbacks in 2018. In his second season now, Lamar Jackson. Now Jackson on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides to avoid the hit. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. And now an introduction here to the starting 11 on offense.
Let's take a look at Willie Snead, wide receiver, undrafted coming into the league. He's the quintessential coach's son, knows how to play the game so well, and plays it with joy.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. This is how they'll line up on the defensive side for Buffalo. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So here are the Bills now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Come get some.
This is the 3rd-round pick out of FAU, Devin Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
March 49. I'm scared.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Those are the types of throws that Jackson has to be more efficient with this year. He really put an emphasis on improving his passing accuracy in the offseason. His last year as a rookie, 58%. That was it. And his quarterback coach said the ball is coming out of his hand cleaner. The timing looks better. That's what they're hoping for. Everybody knows he can run, but now he continues his quest to be more well-rounded and improve on his conservative 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns he threw for last season. This is Ingram. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got it.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I know it looks easy to a lot of people when you're kicking the ball. I mean, it looks pretty simple, right? Snap, put it down, kick it. But playing in the snow, that can throw off your timing just a bit, and that can wreak havoc, as we just saw there.
Well, it throws off the timing, and I just think it's an extra advantage for the team that's coming in to block it because they've got a hold on the offensive side, and, of course, the kicker and holder and snapper, they've got a lot to deal with.
What can't be underestimated is the person catching the ball, the holder, and putting it down. You're talking about cold hands, snowy weather, ball can get slippery on you. It's a lot of extra pressure on that person.
And they're able to get it down, but a nice job to get in and block it. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Jackson now. Going to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
48.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Open man is Allison, complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
56. Crunch time, defense.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Slam.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Allen. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30 and avoids the contact by sliding. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the third time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence. For Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late in the halves.
Jackson's pass complete to Seth Roberts. Touchdown.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. To throw again on second down. Jackson got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. To throw again on second down. Allen, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw on third down. Allen. Open here is Allison. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. And again it's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Allen again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. That'll bring up second down. Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Man left, man left. Four down.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. A final shot before half for Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Cope and abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen hands off to McCoy. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds McCoy. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen got a man. That's Allison. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal. Allen to throw once more, and this is incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's at the 50. 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from chilly Philadelphia. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen, and he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
53, Mike 53. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to fire you up. Don't get nervous.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Come on, let's go.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Draw play. Ingram now. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Geronimo Allison, his 6th touchdown of the season.
After review of the play, the
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Let's go.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. I got him. On me.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Drop deep. 5 wide.
Allen gonna throw. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen now operating from the gun. On the move to his left. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. I love that play because in the snow you think run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for two. From the gun, Allen. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now it's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Allen and the Bills now down by 2. A minute 46 to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than double his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. Back to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Brandon, we spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack, and we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch, and I want to thank you for bringing 2 things, the space heater and the hot chocolate. Those were a big help for us here in the booth.
Yeah, just so you know, in the future, get your own space heater. Okay, I'm an only child. I don't share very often. But this had to bring out, like, the 12-year-old in us, didn't it? I mean, to be able to watch this, and let's face it, when you were that age, you didn't come inside until Mom screamed, "Get inside now, young man," because you wanted to be out there just having a good time, and actually you almost forgot just how cold it was. I'm sure these guys didn't, but they ended up playing just like those 12-year-olds and getting it done.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.